How's it going, everybody? Rybrand here today, and I am here to show you guys the brand new features in franchise mode, the trade deadline thing first and foremost, and if any of you are getting the game next week or have it for early access, I'll let you know whether you should or should not start your franchise mode. From what I've heard, it's not time yet to start your franchise mode. Before we get into this, guys, I am on the road to 2,000 subs by the end of the year. So if you guys could please hit that subscribe button, that'd be awesome. It's been great so far. You guys gave the Be a Pro yesterday so much love and support, and I can't wait to get started with our franchise mode this year. I will be uploading daily from the day the game drops on Tuesday for me until American Thanksgiving. So that's late November for those of you that are up in Canada, or friends across the pond. But I'm excited. Lots of content, lots of stuff coming. Also, I am on Twitch. I will be streaming HUT EASHL and a goalie Be a Pro over there. Twitch.tv/Rybrad3097. Link is in the description, but let's go ahead and get into this, guys. So a quick look, and they do have the Sabres new logo. I want to see real quick if they have the Sabres new jerseys in here, as they should. We'll also check the simulation speed, because I know that's something some of you guys want to see or know if the simulation speed is improved at all. So there you can see the Sabres new away jersey as well as the Sabres new home jersey. Looking pretty nice in game. I absolutely love that away jersey. As far as what other jerseys they have, it seems like they just have all the standard ones from the past, and then the Hockey Fights Cancer and camo jerseys. So those are in there, guys. I haven't checked other teams yet. I just figured I'd boot up with the Sabres because I know them the most. And then what I want to do now is propose a trade and see if we have Jack Quinn on the as somebody. I get it. I've played franchise mode before. So have him as somebody that is in the system. So let's go ahead, check out rookie skaters. It doesn't look like he's in here unless he's got really terrible value. Yeah, we don't have him in the system yet. So it seems like guys like Lafreniere are. We'll have to check that. That's more important because, I mean, first overall, and I think he was an 82 overall. Doesn't look like he's a New York Ranger either. So it's not time just yet to start your franchise modes. Apparently, unless you guys want to go ahead and do it yourself. From what I've heard, all of the 2020 draft picks are eligible in the 2021 draft. So if we take a quick look at the draft class, a guy like Lafreniere should be at the top, which he is with Ratti and Stützle. So Stützle, if you want an absolutely stacked draft in year number one, go ahead and start your franchise mode now. I mean, Holtz, yeah, look, they're all in here. Perfetti, Lindell, Byfield. Rossi's there. I'm pretty sure Quinn is like low top 9, 55 overall or something like that, so he's not going to be here. But there's Jamie Drysdale as well. They also have the new team statuses too. You guys, I don't know if you noticed that. They also have new alternate positions. So a guy like Olofsson can play left wing, right wing. Jack is just a center. Skinner's just a left winger. So we would move essentially Olofsson to the right wing. Simmons, Sam Reinhart now is center right wing. Eric Stahl is there as well. So the Eric Stahl trade is in here. I think the latest trade that is in here would be the Domi Anderson trade. Finally, Dahlin is rated higher than Ristolainen. Ristolainen's still holding that 85 somehow. Let's go double check. The two trades that I do want to see are Ottawa. We'll go ahead and check them out. Do they have Matt Murray as their goaltender? A quick check says no. But if we go to the Montreal Canadiens, they should have right winger Josh Anderson. Yes, they do. There he is. He's only a right winger, so that's where he pops up. I wonder if guys with multiple positions will pop up in both spots. So Brendan Gallagher is only listed as a right winger. I wonder. Let's check the Sabres real quick because we know that Olofsson is a left wing, right wing. And right wingers, so he's not there. So it's only their primary position pops up. So if you guys are curious, Olofsson can play right wing, but he's a left wing only. So that's why he pops up only on the left wing. So that's interesting. It's also nice to see him be 84, medium top 6. I really like that. But the new team status is there. Conservative buyer, conservative seller, and buyer. So no longer do you have champion, contender, hopeful, rebuilder. I'm pretty sure those are it. So it's probably not changing too much. Conservative buyer means hopeful. Buyer means contender, probably. Seller means rebuilder, and conservative seller means buyer might be champion. But I don't know how they translate. But that's what we're here for. I will go ahead and we'll simulate, up to January 1st, and we'll see how long the sim takes. Because I know a bunch of people are asking, how long does the sim take? So let's go ahead and find out here. with trades on, okay, Colorado wants Johan Larsson. I'm going to just ignore that. So far, so good. Even with trades on, that's a pretty steady, a steady simulation there. We'll see with the actual season starting if it gets faster, if it gets slower. It's moving pretty good. So, you know, it's not the fastest simulation I've ever seen, but as far as simulations go, this is pretty good. And wait, what the timeout? I'm 6-0. How the hell am I 6-0? Anyway, 7. All right, we finally lose, but we're 8-1. I'm not even doing this for my own personal benefit because a lot of things still have to change, which is why I'm not going to be starting my franchise mode on the channel. A team I was looking at doing a franchise mode of would be the Devils. They're a very exciting and interesting team to do. I've never done them before, ever, even in my quick rebuilds. So that's a team I'm looking to do. If you guys have a team you want to see me rebuild, or maybe we start out with the expansion draft mode so we can get right on it, because the expansion draft mode will start before the draft, and then the draft will just, you know, happen. But hopefully EA puts out a roster update soon or on release day that updates after free agency, because free agency opens at the time of recording. It opens at noon today. So hopefully after the weekend, they go ahead and put in a roster update for us. But here's the simulation, guys. We're already in December, so we're almost done with the 3 months worth of simulating. It's going pretty quick. I have no complaints about it. I haven't had to talk too long. You know, we're sitting at just 6.5 minutes on the video right now, and most of that was me covering other outside features about roster and things like that. But there we go. We made it up to the first. Did not take too long. Let's see. We've got January, and we're going to go, basically, this will be 2 months. So in 2 months, how quickly can we get there? We're going to start at this timestamp, and I'm going to just time it for myself. So in 2 months, how long can we go? The nice thing I like about the new trade deadline feature is the fact that there's a reason to go up into the draft deadline. A lot of times, my personal draft deadline, or trade deadline was the first. Can you tell it's early? I haven't even had coffee yet. 11-1 over Vancouver. Suck it, Abby. Friday the 1st right there is usually when I would set my personal deadline of you know, trading, because I like to get it in early, see what the team is. I feel like January 1st is early enough, but now with this new mini game almost, it's definitely worth it to wait until the trade deadline, because you see what teams want, who's a seller, who's a buyer. I mean, we'll probably be buyers at the deadline here. I'm just surprised that we're 34-24. Where are we in the standings? We're in a wild card spot. So I would 100% understand us being buyers. So let's just double check that. Yeah, we are a conservative buyer. So I think I'm going to set it to buyer just to see what happens, what kind of offers we get. Pro Scout, heading the trade deadline. So here it is. Here's the pop-up: seller, conservative seller, buyer, or conservative buyer, and then keep the current trade block. So you know what? I want to make a push for it. I want to end this playoff drought that the Sabres have going on. So I'm going to be an aggressive buyer. You can continue simming or enter the trade deadline. So make sure not to push that button wrong. But we are entering the trade block here, and you can see the time is just passing. I'm not pushing a button. It doesn't seem to be moving with seconds. It might take 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds per minute here. But Matthew Barzal is on the block. Same thing with Fleury and Bufflin. He's got so much value. Bufflin doesn't have a ton of value. You can see the other teams interested. They want a top defenseman prospect. They want a first-round draft pick. They want a first forward prospect. There's a trade to be announced at the bottom. The Florida Panthers have traded Noel and a third and Stillman to the Red Wings for Anthony Mantha. So they already snapped up Mantha from me. He's already sold. Wow, look at that. You got to be quick on some of these guys. They move fast. So if I had to pick what the Sabres would need, we probably need a goal-scoring forward. So we can browse through the teams. The Ducks don't have anybody available. The Coyotes do. They've got Christian Fischer here. He's a two-way forward. He's an 82. They want a top 4 defenseman. I don't know if I can give that up. Halak, you can see here, Brody, Gustafsson, Hamonic, Kylington, Jankowski. So it's really interesting. I'm pretty sure you can still go to... Oh, you can look at the draft board here too to see the projected picks. They think we're going to take Cole Sillinger. I'm fine with that. You can see our forward depth chart. It's a C. we don't really have a lot of first line guys, but that doesn't seem to be stopping us. Here's the defensive depth chart. We're weak at defensive prospects. We're strong in top 12 forwards, but neutral everywhere else. And then goaltending, we don't really have a ton of top prospects. I'm seeing a lack of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Oh, there was another trade that was just announced. Trade summary. If we go down here and check that out, they acquired Devin Tays and Derek Brassard for Bodine, a third, and 2 others. So you can see players are already flying off the board quickly here on deadline day. So I do have to, I guess, make a move quickly if I am going to make a move. Korpisalo, okay, so it does show your team as an interested party. Apparently that's what they think we need as a goaltender. Hudobin, Bernier, De Kaiser. So I wish I could sort by top available forwards, but I guess I can show you the top available. Alex Iafallo has got a good amount of trade value. So let's go ahead and go in and see just what would happen here. So I want to actually take a quick look at what they want. Alex Iafallo, top defenseman prospect. So they just traded Bufflin. They just traded for Bufflin in exchange for, wow, interesting. Well, that's big news. So they want a top defenseman prospect. Do I have a top defenseman prospect? What if I threw in a guy like, because we got Darlene Risto, Yoki-Haru Montour, McCabe, Miller. We don't really have any top defenseman prospects. We just don't have that. So we're not going to be able to give them what they want, which is interesting. Oh, they offered us a trade. They want us to give them Dylan Cousins, a second and a sixth for Gustafsson and Rittich. I'm going to decline that one. So they do propose trades to you even while you're working on trades. And I forgot what time it ends, what time the trade block ends. But you guys can see here, it's really cool. I think it's awesome. I'd like to make a trade. Let's bring back Johansson. They want a top goalie prospect. Let's see if Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is here. If not, we'll give him Jonas Johansson. See if that works. I know I would never make this trade in real life, but Jonas Johansson, yeah, it's not going to work. But we would have more than 45 skaters. So they want a top goalie prospect, but none of my goalies. What they do want is Dylan Cousins, who's in the AHL. Man, the Sabres have no trade value. That's tough, man. I can't, Jack Quinn will help that. But anyway, we're probably going to have to go after somebody who's got like little to no value. Agusev's got more value, but Palmieri is the kind of guy I would like to go after. I wonder if because we're a buyer, it's made a difference at all. Palmieri, what do they want from us? I don't even care if it's fair or even at this point. They're going to give us Dubnyk for... Dylan Cousins is not on the block, although I guess since I'm an aggressive buyer, our top prospect would be on the block. But I don't want to trade Cousins for Dubnyk and Thornton. But that is a trade that, I guess, addresses the needs we have. So let's see here. I'm just looking up quickly. What time does it end, in case you were curious? Have until 12 p.m. So it's starting at 6 a.m. and we end at 12. And you can see the clock up there in the top. What did they want for... Oh, they cleared my trade. Thank you. The trade, the Red Wings... Oh, wow. So you're seeing them... Things are happening like rapidly. You got to get on it. You cannot wait. So they want a top 4 defenseman. I can give them that. I can give them a Brandon Montour because I don't really care about this franchise mode right now. So what do you guys... They don't want Brandon Montour. Fine. You guys can have Henry Yoki-Haru and give us a pick in return. Maybe actually throw in a defenseman that can play in the NHL, which they seem to not have. Give me Mirko Mueller. We'd have too many skaters in the organization. That's fantastic. Skaters, value at the bottom. Kyle Oposo, but I can't get rid of him. Vladimir Sobotka. You guys want to take him? It would go through. So let's throw in a draft pick as well. See if we can throw in a 3rd round pick from them. Yoki-Haru and Sobotka for Palmieri, Mueller, and a third. Not quite valuable enough, but we'll throw in the 4th. See how that goes. Yes, Asplund will need to move down. Consider it a done deal. So there we go. There's our trade. I think if I try and back out, it would just exit the trade deadline. So I'm going to stick with it until noon. We just got Palmieri. Let's go see if we can find a defenseman that we want to go after. I mean, Johnny Boychuk, what's his contract? Like 2 years left? Oh, you can see his contract. I'm all for the more a 4th round draft pick. Okay, I can give you a 4th round draft pick and we can add Andy Green. Get some veteran leadership here. I just acquired a 4th, so why don't you guys take my 4th? We'd have too many skaters in the org. Again, I keep forgetting that. Skaters matching the block. Do you guys... Oh, they want a Poso. But Oposo's an 80, so I'm going to keep him for now. Jeff Skinner's got no value. Holy crap. I didn't realize he would be that low valued. Maybe they'll update it? No, they won't. He's just overpaid. That's really all it is. So you guys can take Hunwick. We'll throw in the 4th. Trade accepted. Feel guilty saying yes to this deal. That's fine. We got Andy Green. So you guys can see here, based on the team's season, they're changing what they want. Vegas just made a trade. They're going to trade a 2nd in Korczak to the Flames in exchange for Gustafsson. So the Vegas Golden Knights, guys, this is going to be fun this year. I can't wait. I'm going to skip to the end of the deadline, though, because this is going a little, you know what? Let's just exit the deadline. I'm going to hit yes and see what happens. I want to see if it gives me that summary at the end anyway. Not going to bother trying to cut it or whatnot. It does not give me that end of day summary. So if you stick with it for the whole time, it does give you a summary of all the trades, trade deadline summary. I wonder if I can get there. Player and pick trading. So I can basically show you. Anyway, this is all that happened. The 25th was the day. So bang, there was a lot of trades, a lot of activity, which is going to make it really exciting. Also, getting a notification of what happened across the league it is going to be quite interesting. I like it quite a bit. Let's see here. Yeah, so any of those are all trades that happened today. Apparently, you can leave whenever you want to, which is nice. You don't have to wait, and you can still see the trade deadline summary afterwards. Another addition was the record book. While we're here wrapping up this video, take a quick look at the Buffalo Sabres record book. So if we go to the Sabres, yeah, Jack Eichel is the current team leader in points. All-time is Gilbert Perreault. So he's about 923 points away from tying Gilbert Perreault for the all-time point list. So hopefully he gets there someday. As far as assists, he's only 600 assists off. Rasmus Ristolainen has played the most seasons with Buffalo. So yeah, these are all accurate. This is, current season stats too. But we can take a look at the NHL leaders of all time, career leaders, season leaders, and rookie leaders. So the best goals as a rookie was Teemu Selanne in 1992. It's really nice that they added the year as well. So bravo to UEA. Most goals in a season was Wayne Gretzky's 92 and 81. Wayne Gretzky also scored 87. We take a look at a career. Gordie Howe had the most games played. Brodeur the most goalie games played. So it's nice they differentiate that. Goals were Gretzky at 894. So they only show you the top 5, so you don't get like a top 50 list like 2K. But that's fine. I'm at least satisfied with this, especially because I can go to my franchise and go to in a game who's got the all-time leaders. Goals in a game was Dave Andreychuk with 5, points with Perreault with 7. We can take a look at who are the best rookies of all time. No, we currently have no rookies on the ice, but Phil Housley led in assists, goals, shutouts, wins, points. That's a weird order. Very weird. I would think it would be goals, assists, points, wins, shutouts. But anyway, I don't care. At least as long as it's there, that's all that matters. Most games played in the season is Dahlin with 82. Jason Pominville, 82 is going to be hard to beat unless you trade for somebody. Penalty minutes was Risto. So there you go. There are all the stats, at least for the Sabres and all the stats that they cover. So it's a really, really good additions this year. It's going to make the trade deadline fun. It's going to have its own video from me. I can promise you that much. But guys, that is all the time I have for this one. So make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And I will see you guys in the next one.